bit tired.
You're tired. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are often tired.
Well,
I'm
I have
sorry
a
to
lot to do yesterday.
Right. Have you been for your exercise this morning already?
Of course, I always do.
Yeah, great. That's good. This morning I got up at 7 a.m. went for a long walk.
Oh, at this one?
Yeah, I went for a long walk. It's good. Where I am staying is close to the sea, so I can walk along beside the seaside.
That's very chill.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. So yeah, good way to start the day. And of course, it's hot here, the same as Hanoi. Right now it's about 29 degrees. I cannot. Yeah,
Well,
29.
I was wondering if you were gonna be fine running on that weather.
Sorry if I'm going to be
Running on that weather.
running, not running.
Oh,
too hot
a
for
long walk?
me. But walking is fine.
Oh,
Okay, I will say hello to everybody else. Feng Ling, Xin Chao.
Hello, teacher.
Hear you, Feng Ling. Now I can hear you. Great. How are you, Feng Ling?
Yes.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Good, good. And Nok Ha. Nok Ha, chào con. Hi, Nok Ha. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yep, that's great. Okay, Nok Ha. Okay, everyone turn your camera on, please. Everyone turn your camera. I can see Nok Ha, I can see Bao Ming, I can see Feng Ling. I can see Chan. Chan, how are you?
I feel sleepy.
You feel sleepy. Okay, same as Bao Ming. All right. Okay, and Bao Lang. How are you, Bao Lang?
I'm doing great.
Good. Well, welcome to the morning class, Bao Lang. Okay, good to have you in this class. You have been promoted. Okay, because your English is getting very good now, Bao Lang. Okay, you are doing better. Okay, Viet Ang.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Viet Ang?
I'm good.
Good. Now, did you see my essay correction, Viet Ang?
Yes, I see. Thank you for correction.
That's okay. Does it make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. And Ting. Chagon, Ting.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Ting?
I'm good.
Good. And Ming Nok. Ming Nok, Shin Chao, Ming Nok.
Bật mic đi Minh Ngọc ơi. No, see.
She can't hear us at the moment. Maybe she is still connecting. Okay, just wait for one more minute to see if she will join. So Bao Lang and Ming Nok are the only new ones for this class. Okay. And Ting, I haven't talked to you for a while. Have you had your camera fixed yet, Ting?
I don't have.
Okay.
I don't have.
You don't have a camera. Okay. I'll just wait, see if Ming Nok will join us again before we start. Everyone. So, before we start, has anyone got any questions for me at the moment? No questions to do with English? Okay. Again, I'm just waiting for Ming Nok to see if Ming Nok can join us before I get started.
Yes.
Here she comes, I hope. Hope she will join us shortly. So again, everyone, I'm talking to you this morning from Thailand. I'm in a place called Prachuap, which is about 4 hours south of Bangkok. Okay, it's a small town, not really that small, still quite big, but not a big city. And I have an aunt who lives here. So I've come to visit my aunt. And so the temperature here is probably about the same as in Hanoi at the moment, about 29 degrees here. So I need the fan today as well. But for me, it's very nice to be able to wake up early in the morning and it is warm. It's much easier to go outside and do some exercise, go for a walk, something like that. Ming Nok. Xin chào.
Yes, hello, teacher. My internet connection is kind of bad, so I have to
Okay, that's
get
fine.
out and then get in again. Yes.
That's fine. It is working now. That's great, Ming Nok. Okay, Ming Nok, welcome to the morning
Yes,
class.
thank you.
Great to see you in the morning. Glad you
Yes.
can make it. Okay, so I think this level of English will suit you much better, Ming Nok. Okay,
Yes, thank you.
and you can improve faster. Okay, everybody, let's get started. Tuan Son has joined us. Tuan Son, chào con.
Well, teacher.
Okay, Tuan Son, can you turn your camera on, please? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, thank you, Tuan Son. Just making sure I have everyone here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Who haven't I got? Ming Nok. Nok, I've got. Ming, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. Chan, I've got. That's it. Our line. Okay, everybody, let's get started. So, okay, I'm sharing the screen with you. Because some of you have joined us today for the first time for a while, and also we have 2 new class members today, Bao Lang and Ming Nok. I just want to remind you again, the quickest way to improve your English and also the quickest way to improve your score is to get a bigger vocabulary. I've said this to most of you, I think, many times before, but I think I just want to remind you of it now so you don't forget it. The key to improving your English speaking and writing, and as I say, to getting a better score, is to have a bigger vocabulary. To get a bigger vocabulary, you need to learn new words every day, even if it is only 1 or 2 new words every day. Something like 5 words would be ideal, but I know you are very busy with lots of other classes and lots of other things. So I know it's not always possible to learn 5 new words every day and remember them. So, but even 1 or 2 new words every day, if you do that every day, that is at least 7 new words a week. Or if you learn 2, of course, that's 14 new words a week. And very soon you will have a much bigger vocabulary. When I say learn new words, look at the sort of words that I show you during our practice sessions when we look at writing task 1 and 2, and also the speaking sessions. Any words you are not sure of, make a note of them, write them down, and go and look them up later. And then just practice using them. Use them in a sentence. It is much easier to remember vocabulary if you learn it in context. What I mean by that is learn it how you should use it in a sentence. Don't just try to learn one single word and try to remember what it means. That's very difficult. That's why I don't give you a list of words to learn. That is too hard. Just to give you a list of 1,000 words. It's too hard because then you don't really know how to use them. Because as well as learning the meaning of the word, of course, you must learn how to use it and when is the best time to use it. So, add new words to your vocabulary. 5 a day would be great, but I know that is not always possible. So even just 1 a day. Okay, keep a list of your new words. Once a week, test yourself on the new words. Learning English is not hard, but actually doing it every day is. It is like learning any skill. You need to practice it every day. Every day you need to practice this. I was going to talk to you also about doing the computer-based test, not the paper test, but Fumni isn't here yet. So I want to make sure she is here because she is one who wants to do the paper test. Okay, so these are our lesson aims for this lesson. Okay, we're going to look at some new vocabulary, which we will see as part of the lesson. Okay, we are going to be practicing speaking and we're going to learn how to do the process diagram. Those of you who were here last week will remember we started this. Some of you are new to this class, so I will start very quickly at the beginning again. The process diagram, for those of you who haven't seen this before, is part of writing task 1. And although it doesn't come up very often as a topic in writing task 1, it might come up when you do the test. So you do need to know how to use it. All right, but the first thing we're going to do, however, is a quick test. This one, we're going to do word formation exercises. So this is going to help you learn new vocabulary, okay, or practice old vocabulary, which is one of the aims of this lesson. Okay, so are there any questions before we start? All right, who's joined the class? Kakzung. Chaogon Kakzung.
Hello, teacher.
How are you, Kakzung?
I am fine.
Great. Can you turn your camera on, please?
Yes. Wait for me. I'm setting
That's
my
fine.
camera.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, everyone. Okay, so you should be able to see word formation exercises. We're going to do exercise 1. Can you please send me in chat the 10 correct words? Okay, so you will see here, number 1, you need to put in a form of the word produce. Ming nok, Ming nok.
Yes.
Okay, we will do number 1, you and I together. Okay, just to show everyone else how it is done. Okay, so you can see here, this is the sentence. This is the word produce. What form of the word produce do you think needs to go in here? Mengnok?
Oh, I think it's noun.
Yeah, but what form? So this word here, produce. Okay, we need to use this word, but in a different form. Okay, so what is the noun form of? Actually, it's not a noun. It's not going to be the noun form, but another form. Mengnok?
It's another form. I think it's the production.
Correct. Very good, Mengnok. Okay, so Mengnok has done number 1 for us. So number 1 is, can you please read the sentence, Mengnok, with the correct word?
Yes. Can you say the name of the car?
Oh, sorry. I thought
Yes.
I thought everyone would be familiar with this. Sorry. Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz. Have you heard of this, Mengnok?
Yes, I have seen it a lot, but I didn't know how to spell it correctly.
Okay, it is a luxury German car. It's German.
Yes.
Okay, so Mercedes-Benz is how it's pronounced. I'm sure you see many in Hanoi.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, can you please read the sentence?
Yes. Mercedes-Benz is famous for the production of cars.
Correct. Thank you, Mengnok. Okay, everyone. So we've done number 1. So no need to do number 1. Okay, so the form of produce we need to have in here is production to make it a correct sentence. So now can everyone please do the same for the rest of these sentences? Okay, just exercise 1. Just exercise 1. Okay, so when you are ready, please send me all the words in chat. Don't need to send me number 1. We've already done number 1 as an example. So numbers 2 to 10. 2 to 10 only. Please send me, don't need to send me all the sentence, just the word, the correct word, please. Please tell me now if you don't understand. In the meantime, I will see if anyone else has joined us. No, not yet. Some of these words might be new to some of you, but if so, just do your best as usual. So this is what I mean about we are doing these exercises to either revise or learn new vocabulary. These are all words that you should know if you want to do well in the test. Okay, while we are waiting for everyone to finish, remember you are sending me this in chat. Okay, I already have some answers, so I will mark the answers. Okay, Viet Ang, I have yours. Thank you. Okay, Viet Ang, you have seven. Seven correct out of 9. 7 out of 9, Viet Ang. Viet Ang, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, Viet Ang, the ones you got wrong, by the way, I will tell you now, plurals, Viet Ang. Okay, you missed a couple of plurals. Okay, plurals meaning words with S's on the end. Okay,
Oh, okay.
that's all. You had the right words, but a couple of them need to be plural. Okay, I will show you shortly. I will show you in just a moment. All right, Kak Zung, I have yours. Thank you. Okay, Kak Zung, you have 6 correct. 6 out of 9 correct. Again, same thing. Some of your answers, you have almost the correct word, but some of them need to be plural. Okay, Chan, I have yours. Thank you. It's interesting. Everyone's making the same mistake with plurals. Okay, about Chan, you have 6 out of 9. Chan? Okay, not car. Good, Mokha. You heard what I said about plurals. Okay, 8 out of 9. Mokha, 8 out of 9. Bao Ming. Seven out of 9, Bao Ming. 7. And again, plurals, the problem. Ming Nok, I'm looking at yours now. Seven for you, Ming Nok. 7. Okay, Ting. I'm looking at yours now. Okay, 6 out of 9, Ting. 6 out of 9. And again, I can see everyone is making the similar mistake. But some of these words are plurals, some of them. Hong Ling, I'm looking at yours. Six for you, Hong Ling. 6 out of 9. Okay, Tu and Son. Oh, Tu and Son. I think you are the first one to get number 7 correct. Everyone else has got it wrong. Seven for you, Tu and Son. Bao Lan, I'm looking at you. Okay, 7 for you, Bao Lan. Fong Ni. Xin chào, Fong Ni. Welcome to the class. Okay, I'm looking at your answers now. Okay, 8 out of 9. Only 8. And Bao Ling, welcome to class. Looking at yours now. 7 out of 9, Bao Ling. Okay. All right, thank you, everyone. So what was the highest score? I think somebody got 8 out of 9. I'll just check to see who it was. Nokha. Okay, Nokha, congratulations. You have 8. A lot of other people, most of you got 7. And I will show you the reason for that now. Okay, question number 2. Okay, Bao Ming,
Yep.
can you read number 2 for me, please, with the correct word?
Okay. If you make a good impression at the interview, you'll get the job.
Good. Okay, impression. I think everyone got that correct. Impression. We make a good impression. Okay, to make a good impression, for those of you who are not sure, make a good impression means to show people that you are good. Okay, that you are good at what you are doing. Make a good impression means to make people think good things about you. Okay, number 3. Most people got this wrong for a very simple reason. Nokha.
Yes.
Can you read number 3 for me, please?
Teaching and medicines are more than occupations, they are professions.
Correct. Okay, so what most of you did wrong was you gave me occupation, but it needs to be plural. So should be occupations with an S. Okay, this here gives you the clue. Okay, it's also plural, so this one needs to be plural as well. Okay, teaching and medicine are more than occupation. Occupation is not correct, it's singular. Okay, teaching and medicine obviously are 2 things, so occupations must be plural. Okay, so it does need an S. Many of you said occupation, which is almost right, but not quite. Must be plural. So please, I know it's an annoying part of English, okay, but you must be careful about this. If you want to be able to speak it or write it correctly, make sure you are using the plural word when you need to. Okay, occupation. By the way, those of you who are not sure about this, teaching and medicine, more than just an occupation is just any sort of job. Okay, working in a cafe, working in a shop, being a teacher, actually not being a teacher, being a bus driver, being a taxi driver. Okay, they are occupations. Occupations is just a more formal word for job. Okay, but some jobs are called professions because those jobs are considered slightly higher than jobs like being a bus driver or a taxi driver or maybe working in a cafe. So jobs, for example, like being obviously doctor, teacher, lawyer, accountant, engineer, those sort of jobs are called professions in English. That is because you need to study and get advanced qualifications to do those jobs. Okay, so that is the difference between occupations and professions. Both of them are jobs, but professions are higher rank jobs. Okay, number 4, Feng Ling.
My history teacher has a vast knowledge of past events.
Thank you, Feng Ling. I think everyone got this correct. Chan.
Yes.
Number 5, please.
You are able to go to college and gain some qualification.
Okay, so qualification is not quite correct. Chan, it needs to be plural. So what should the word be?
You need an S.
Correct. Good. Qualifications, everyone. Again, most of you wrote qualification, which is almost correct, but gain some. Okay, some, the word some gives you an idea that the next word should be a plural. Okay, because some is more than one. when you are talking about, some different foods, some different motorcycles, some different houses. Okay, some implies the next word is going to be plural. So it should be qualification, not qualification, qualification. Thank you, Chan. Viet An,
Yeah, teacher.
number 6, please.
Number 6, my greatest achievement was graduating from the university.
Good. Achievement. I think everyone got this correct. Achievement is the right answer. Number 7. Number 7. Who got this one right? Not many people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Ting.
I'm here.
Okay, Ting, number 7, please. Can you read the sentence?
The weather forecast says there is a strong possibility of rain today.
Good. Okay, that is correct. So possibility, everyone. There is a strong possibility of rain today. Number 8, please. Tu and Son. Tu and Son.
Some old laws are no longer effective.
Okay, I think, again, most people got this correct. Thank you, Tu and Son. Number 9, please. Bao Lang. Bao Lang, number 9.
Is effective.
So number 9. Could you read the sentence, please?
The Greek city of Athens is famous for its ancient buildings.
Is correct. Thank you, Bao Lang. I think everyone got that correct. And Pak Song, number 10, please. Pak Song.
He was caught stealing, so he has a criminal record.
Is correct. A criminal record. Criminal. And again, everyone got that correct. So no problems with those. So the main problem, so that was pretty good, everyone. The main problem, just remember your plurals, please. Okay, so just to remind you, this one here needed to be qualifications. Teaching and medicine are more than qualifications. They're professions. And what was the other plural one? Where was it? Oh, I think that was the main one. Okay, everyone, any questions about that before we finish? Okay. I'll just go back to this in a moment because I want to do this before I forget. Fong Ni. Fong Ni.
Yes.
Okay, Fong Ni, welcome to class. I wanted to talk to you and maybe to one or two of the others like Viet An. You say you want to do the paper test, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, what is your reason for that, Fong Ni?
Like I think when I do the reading skill on computer it's not convenient for me. So
Okay,
but
in what way not convenient?
like when I practice listening and reading skill, I always do it on the paper. So I think
Okay, so you're more used to doing it on the paper. I think for me, I'm going to suggest that you do it on the computer. Okay, I think the computer is better. There are a couple of reasons for that. The main reason is for writing task 2. Okay, in fact, writing task 1 as well. If you can do it, on the computer when you are typing, it is much easier for the examiner to read. Okay, if it is easier for the examiner to read, then you have a much better chance, I think, of getting a better score. If the examiner has to, first of all, try to understand your writing, even before they are trying to understand what you are trying to say, it just makes it a little bit harder for you to get a good score. Does that make sense?
yes.
Okay, so yeah, I think I would very strongly recommend you do it on the computer. Okay, you can practice doing the reading test using computer tests online. Okay, you can practice this. Okay, so we're used to it. You might remember Charmy used to be a part of our class a couple of months ago. She did it, the paper test. But afterwards, she told me, she said she wishes she had done the computer test. Okay,
Yes, I know.
I think she found it, she thought after doing that, she said, actually, I should have done the computer test. That would have been easier.
Yes.
Okay, so I strongly suggest you do the computer test, not the paper test. Also, of course, the other advantages is there are many more dates available for the computer test. And also you will get your result much quicker. Not that that matters too much, okay? Doesn't matter too much when you get your result unless you are in a hurry. But there are more dates for the computer-based test, but also it is much easier for the examiner to mark. And so I think if an examiner has to, first of all, try to, well, the English word is decipher. It means try to work out what word you are trying to write, even before they try to understand what you are trying to write. It's harder to get a good mark. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, the decision, of course, is up to you, but I would always suggest do the computer test, not the paper test, just because of the writing. Okay, Viet Ang.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, does that make sense to you, Viet Ang?
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, I think you should, I know you told me you were doing the test maybe in September next month. So again, I suggest you do the computer test, not the paper test.
Okay.
Right? Because the computer one is easier for the examiner to mark. And I think it improves your chance of getting a better score.
Okay, teacher.
Okay. But of course, if anyone has any questions about that or anything you would like to discuss with me about that, please let me know, or Mrs. Harmo, of course. I'm happy to help you with that. Okay. So what we're going to do now is go on to speaking. And before we go on to doing the process diagram. I just need to make sure I'm sharing the correct document with you. Just hold on just a moment. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, most of you have seen this before. I'm just going to review this very quickly. Okay, and also it will be an introduction for those of you who haven't seen this before. Okay, when you are expressing an opinion, you can say, in my opinion, okay, what is Pumni?
Yes.
Pumni, I'll ask you this. What is something else you could say instead of saying, in my opinion? Pumni, can you remember?
From my perspective.
Good. Okay. Okay. The reason why we're doing this, everyone, for those of you who haven't seen this before, is to make sure you have at least two ways of saying the same thing. Why do I want you to know two ways when one will do? Well, in fact, having two ways is good because it means you are not using the same phrase all the time. When it comes to a test, you can show that you know other phrases. You know different ways of saying the same thing, which shows that you have a better vocabulary, which will help get you a better mark. Okay, so what Fong Ni said to us just then is, from my perspective. It means exactly the same as saying, in my opinion, but it is good to know both ways of saying this, so that when it comes to the speaking test, you are not always saying, in my opinion, Okay, you can say from my perspective. Okay, now there are other ways of saying this as well. The way I see it, I believe that as far as I'm concerned. Okay, these are all ways of saying, in my opinion. I think just learn 2 of them, but you do need to learn 2 of them, not just 1. Okay. So again, these are all different ways of saying, in my opinion. Choose another one and learn it, please. Okay, when you want to agree with something, Feng Ling,
Yes.
when you want to agree with something, what do you say? What can you say? When you want to agree with something. Very simple, Feng Ling. This is the trick. Okay. When you want to agree with something, what do you say?
I agree that.
I agree that, exactly. I agree that. Okay, very simple. Wasn't a trick. So, but this one a little bit harder, Feng Ling. What do you say when you disagree with something, but you don't want to say, I disagree? What else can you say? Can you remember? I showed you this a couple of weeks ago. Can you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay. Not car. Not car. Can you hear me, not car?
Yes, you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. Good. Okay. So instead of saying I disagree, what can you say, Nokha? Can you remember this phrase? It means the same as I disagree, but it is using different words. Any idea, Nokha? Can't hear you. Okay. Bao Ming.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Bao Ming.
Yeah.
I want to say I disagree, but I want to use different words. What can I say? Remember, I showed you this a couple of weeks ago. 3 words, 3-word phrase. Everyone is forgetting. Okay, the first word is on. Bao Ming, on.
Oh.
Is on. When you want to disagree with something. Okay, you're not sure? Chan.
I think it's on the other hand.
Is one, yes, on the other hand. Okay, but that is not quite disagree. Okay, on the other hand just means a different point of view, but not quite disagreeing. So almost, Chan, almost. Viet An, can you remember?
I'm not sure.
Not sure? Okay, I don't think Ting was here for this. Tu and Song, do you know?
I don't.
Okay, Ming Nok.
Yes.
Okay, do you know? A phrase that means I disagree.
On the opposite side. I'm not sure.
Okay, you start with
I think I found it.
Yeah, what is it?
On the contrary.
Is correct, everyone. Good. On the contrary. On the contrary. This is the one I want you all to remember, please. So if you don't know it already, okay, please write it down. Okay, you can see here. Okay, obviously, when you agree with something, you just say, yes, I agree. Okay, when you want to disagree with something, this is what you say. Yes, you can say, I disagree. Of course you can. But again, I'm showing you 2 ways, okay, to do this. To expand your vocabulary, to make it bigger. On the contrary. On the contrary. That's what it is, okay? It means I disagree. On the contrary. I'm sure you all remember we did this a couple of weeks ago. But please add this to your vocabulary so that you can use this. This is the sort of phrase, when you do this in the speaking test, the examiner will notice it, okay? They will notice that you can say, I disagree, using completely different words. All right, and you'll get an extra mark for your lexical resource by using phrases like this. I disagree is a very simple phrase. On the contrary, a little bit more complex. Shows you have a better lexical resource. So you say, when you disagree with something, on the contrary, I believe that. All right, giving examples. All right, this is a very easy one. Bao.
Yes.
Okay, when you're giving an example, you can of course say, for example. Okay, what is another way you can say, for example, Bao?
I can say, for instance.
Correct. Thank you, Bao. As I said, very simple. Okay, so the two phrases to remember for this, for example and for instance, in both writing and speaking, by the way, both writing and speaking. For example and for instance, just means you're not saying, for example, all the time. Just change it sometimes to say, for instance. Exactly the same thing, but again, shows you've got a wider vocabulary. Okay, there are other ways, again, of saying this as well. To illustrate is another way of saying it. But again, I just think, just learn to. Of course, you can learn these if you want, but 2 is sufficient. Okay, and I don't think we need to learn those. Okay, and again, I won't test you on these because most of you know them, but these are just different ways of saying also. I'm sure most of you know these already. Furthermore, moreover, in addition. Okay, just different ways of saying also, and again, will help get you a better mark because you are not just using also all the time. Furthermore, moreover, in addition, they all mean also, but you can see they are slightly longer words, so help get you a better mark. So this is the one that Chan said to me before, when you want to show a contrasting idea. Okay, you are not necessarily disagreeing, you are just giving another idea. So on the other hand, however, okay, are the 2 to learn from this list. On the other hand, however. All right, you can use these 2 as well, but like I say, learning 2 is enough. And these 2, of course, when you want to also talk about ideas that are the same, similarly and likewise, these 2 are both the same. Similarly and likewise. When you want to, again, when you are talking and writing and you have 2 ideas that are very close, similarly and likewise are ways to introduce those ideas. Are there any questions about any of those? Okay. Now time to practice some speaking before we go on to our writing. Oops. Okay, now. Michael. Meng.
Yes,
Yes, can you see the screen?
I can.
Work or studies. Did we do this last week or not? I don't think so.
No, we haven't.
No, okay, good. All right, thank you, Michael. Okay, so this one, often in part 1 of the Ielts test, they will ask you about work or studies. Okay, because you are all students, they will ask you about studies. Okay, not about work. So these are the sort of questions you could get. You know, what subjects are you studying? Do you like it? Do you like them? Do you prefer to study in the mornings or the afternoons? How much time do you spend doing your studies? Okay, these are the sort of answers you could give. So the problem with these answers is that they are like written answers. These are not the sort of answers you would give in a face-to-face conversation. I'm going to show you some of the words in these, which are useful for adding to your vocabulary, but I don't want you to think you have to copy these answers. Okay, these are not how any normal person would talk. You might write answers like this, but they are very formal. If you are asked a question like this, no normal person would give these sort of answers speaking. Okay, they are too formal. They are much more like written answers. However, there are some useful words in here. I will show you some of them that I think are worth knowing. This phrase here, okay? Feng Ling,
Yes.
can you read the phrase for me, please?
I have a particular interest.
Good. I have a particular interest. Okay, it just means I am very interested. Again, this is just another way of saying I'm very interested. So, Feng Ling, can you please finish the sentence for me, but make it about yourself? Okay, I have a particular interest in what?
I have a particular interest in math and science, but I'm also taking courses.
Okay, sorry,
in,
Feng Ling, I couldn't hear you. It dropped out a bit. Can you start again, please, Feng Ling? I have.
I have a particular interest in math and science, but I'm
Good.
also
Yeah. Sorry, go on, sorry.
but I'm also taking courses in history.
Okay, good. That's fine. That's all you need to answer, Feng Ling. Good. Nok Ha. Nok Ha. Nok Ha, I can't hear you.
Please
Sorry.
skip her. Skip her.
Okay, I'll skip her. Yeah, I think she's having trouble with her internet. Okay, Chan.
Yes,
Okay, Chan, can you do the same sentence, please? I have a particular
I
interest.
have a particular interest in math and science.
Okay, good. That's fine. But you can also say, you can also add to it about Chan this. Okay.
Yes.
But I'm also taking courses in. What else, Chan? So you have a particular interest in maths and science.
Math and science. So
I'm also taking courses in, I don't know, English and Vietnamese literature, for example.
PE or English. Yes.
Okay, good. Good. Okay, so that's how you answer these questions. Good. Thank you, Chan. Viet Ang.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, same thing, please. I have a particular interest in. Remember, everyone, you are answering this from your point of view, okay? So you don't need to read what is here, okay? I just want you to answer from your point of view. What do you have a particular interest in?
I have a particular interest in math and science because I like logic and I want to know about animal and science, biology. Yes.
Okay, I want to know about animals and biology. Okay, good. So remember, Viet Ang, okay, you don't need to say yes at the end of your question, okay? At the end of your answer, sorry. Okay, Viet Ang?
Okay.
Okay. If you say yes, it makes it sound like you're a little bit unsure. Okay, so no need to say yes. Peng.
I'm here.
Okay, your turn, please, Tim.
I have a particular interest in mathematics and science, but
Okay.
I'm also taking course in history and literature.
Okay, great. That's perfect, Tim. Okay. Instead of saying this, everyone, you can say this, but you can just also say something as simple as, but I also enjoy history and literature, or whatever it is, but I also enjoy. Okay. So you can say this, or but I also enjoy. Up to you. Okay, you choose. Okay, Tu and Son,
Yes,
your turn, please.
I have a particular interest in math and English, but I'm also taking course in literature.
Great. Ming Nok,
Yes.
your turn.
I have a particular interest in mathematics. However, I'm also taking courses in Vietnamese literature.
Great. Bao Lan,
I have a particular interest in history and geography, but I'm also taking course in literature.
great. Kak Zong,
I am currently, I have a particular interest in science and biology because I want to learn more about animals and science like plane or space.
okay, that's fine, Kak Zong. Good. Thong Ni,
Yes, I have a particular interest in history and literature because I want to explore the cultures of Vietnam and other countries.
great. That's good, Thong Ni. Bao Ling, Bao Ling,
I have a particular interest in English and literature, but I also enjoy geography and history.
great. Great answer. Okay, so that's good, everyone. So again, just use this phrase. I have a particular interest. Okay, when they ask you, or if they ask you what subjects you are studying, what you have just said to me is all you need to say. Okay, the other thing that is wrong with this answer, it's too long for a part one answer. Remember, part one answer, you only need maybe 2 or 3 sentences. Okay, so going on to this one now. We will go the other way this time. So Bao Ling, I'm going to start with you. Okay, you can see here. Okay, again, this answer is very formal. And again, it's the sort of answer that you might write, but not talk. All right, but you can use some of the words from this in your answer. Okay, so the question is, do you prefer to study in the mornings or the afternoons? So you can say, I prefer studying in the mornings because, okay, mornings are more quiet and peaceful. Mornings are more quiet and peaceful. I can absorb information more effectively. Very formal. I can learn more easily. Okay, it's a much more conversational way of saying that. Okay. So up to you how you answer this, okay? But I want you to use this phrase to start your answer. Does this make sense, darling?
Yes.
Okay, so please give me your answer and give me your reason too, darling. Okay, do you prefer to study in the mornings or afternoons, darling?
I prefer studying in the afternoon because I find myself not a morning person. I always feel tired and exhausted in the morning. So I think in the afternoon I will have enough energy to focus during the lecture. So yeah,
Okay,
I think
that's great. Long enough, darling. Okay, that's long enough. Good. Good answer. Long enough. That's great. And by the way, while you are waiting for your turn, you can read this, everyone, okay, just to give you some ideas of what you might like to say. But like I say, these words here, the way they've written them are too formal. All right, but they might give you some ideas about what you can give as a reason. Okay. For me.
Yes.
Okay. Do you prefer to study in the mornings or afternoons? For me?
I prefer studying in the mornings because I feel like when I study in the morning, I can do more homework than in the afternoon.
Great. Good answer. Kak Zong. Kak Zong, oi.
Oh, skip him, please.
Bao Lang.
Yes.
Okay, Bao Lang. Your turn.
I prefer study in the afternoon because I'm too lazy to wake up early in the morning.
Okay. Probably need to give one more reason, okay, for this answer, Bao Lang. Okay, I'm too lazy to wake up in the morning, okay, and I find studying in the afternoon, I can learn better or something like that, okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So just give a more complex sentence, okay? And also, everyone, I want you to be very careful about this word. You must say studying, okay? And make sure you pronounce that correctly, okay? Not I prefer study in the mornings, doesn't make sense, okay? Okay, the verb is studying. Studying is the verb, must have the ing on the end. Okay, thank you, Bao Ling. Ming Nok,
Yes.
your turn.
I prefer study in the morning. Well, actually, can I start again?
Yeah, sure.
Can you start with asking the question?
Do you prefer to study in the mornings or the afternoons? Nok?
Yes, I prefer studying in the morning. You know, it's kind of hard to get up early, but I would say definitely morning because when learn it, I feel I have more concentration and also I can deal with more homework to keep me awake. And I think I can do any of my homework clearly.
Okay, that's fine, Ming Nok. Okay, good length for your answer. Kuan Song. Kuan Song. Oi.
I would prefer to study in the morning because my head is clearer and I may be better to think in the morning.
Okay, my head is clearer and my mind, you said my mind is better to think, okay, which is not correct English. My head is clearer and yeah, you would have to say something like my mind finds it easier to think, okay? My mind finds it easier to think in the morning. Does that make sense to Song?
Yes.
Okay, good. Ting, your turn.
I prefer studying in the morning because in the morning I can learn and remember what I learned more easier.
Okay, more easily.
More easily.
Okay, good. Has to be more easily. That's good. Thank you, Ting. All right, everyone be ready for your turn, please. Viet Ang.
Yeah, teacher.
Yeah, your turn.
I prefer studying in the morning. Um, I prefer studying in afternoon because I'm usually feel sleepy in the morning, and my neighborhood is very noisy in the morning. Yeah.
Neighborhood.
Yeah,
My neighborhood.
Yeah, neighborhood. And my neighborhood is very noisy in the morning. Okay, that's good, Viet Ang. And remember, don't say yes at the end of your sentence. Okay. All right, Chan.
Yes, I prefer studying in the afternoon because literally everybody have reached to the high grade, like high school. They only study for the half day, especially in the morning. So when you do when you study in the afternoons, so you will have a best sleep, and for the morning you just go to school and study for normally.
Okay, so very fluent, Chan. That's good. Hong Ling.
I prefer study in the afternoon and especially at night. The, the quiet atmospheres help me understand the understand understand better, and also I don't like study in the morning because I can't wake up early.
Okay, good. Nok Ha.
Yes.
Okay, your turn, please, Nok Ha.
So even though I'm not a morning person, but I prefer studying in the mornings because I think that it help me to concentrate and think easier in the morning, and I can have more time in the afternoon for my other works.
Okay, good. Okay, it helps me. Okay, remember to put an S on the end of help. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it helps me. Okay, it helps me. Good. Michael, Bao Ming,
Yes.
your turn.
All right. I prefer studying in the morning because that is when my energy got refilled to its fullest, and the morning is where I can feel serenity.
The morning is when I feel serene.
Yeah, serene.
Okay, serene. You feel serene, but you talk about you talk about a serene, peaceful atmosphere. Okay, so and
Yes.
you also feel serene. Okay, okay, good. That's fine. Good use of the word. Thank you, Michael. All right. Again, like I say, I'm giving you these questions. These questions very common in the IELTS test. These sort of questions. All right. The last one we're going to look at are these. How much time do you spend on your studies each week? Okay. This is a very good way to start off with. On average. On average. I'm sure you all know what this means. Okay. It just means that this is I usually. Okay, on average, I spend about 20 hours, 30 hours, 5 minutes studying a week. Okay, on average just means over a week, how much time do you usually spend? Okay, so you can see this answer actually gives a little bit more detail about what study means. Okay, study means going to classes, finishing assignments, reading books. Okay. Again, don't worry about any of this. Again, it's too formal, too detailed. Not a real answer, I think. But you do need to answer this. Okay. On average, how much time do you spend a week studying? Okay. And what does this include? All right. What does this include? Bao Ming, I'm going to start with you this time. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so Bao Ming, Nok Ha, Fung Ling. Okay, so I want you to answer two parts. Okay, Michael. So on average, how much time do you spend, and what does this include? Okay. All right. So, Michael, how much time do you spend studying per week?
Well, on average, I spend about like 35 to 40 hours per week on like any activities included learning. Well, this also includes attending classes, completing homeworks, revising like any lessons that I have learned, and also research furthermore into the lessons to be prepared.
Okay, good answer, Michael. Very, very complete answer, but not too long. That's good. Getting better, Michael, with those. Okay, not too long. Great. Nok Ha.
So on average, I think I spend that about 30 to 35 hours a week for academic activities, which includes the time that I study at school and also my extra classes.
Okay, good. Also my extra classes. Remember, not hard to have a downward inflection at the end of your final sentence. Okay?
Yeah,
Otherwise
got
it
it.
makes it sound that like you haven't finished, that you forgot something. Okay? But
Okay.
the words were fine, not hard. Good. Fung Ling. How much time, Fung Ling, do you spend studying each week?
During the summer vacation, I
So
no,
on average, remember, I want you to start on
on
average.
average, I I spend about 15 to 20 hours per week on academic activities. Uh,
Including
attending classes in uh, s- self study.
Okay, including attending classes and self-study. That's good. Okay, thank you, Fung Ling. So next is Chan, Viet Ang, and Ting. Chan, how much time do you spend studying every week?
I spend
Okay, on average, Chan, on average.
on average, I spend about 14 hours per week on academic activities and doing the homeworks, and these include my extra classes, my main classes, and uh I, how I say my own activity when I'm doing research. What it calls?
It's called you can say self-study.
Yeah. Self study. Yes.
Yeah, good. Okay, that's good, John. Just remember, this includes has an S on the end. Be careful to pronounce the S. Okay, this
Yes.
includes. Okay. So remember, everyone, you must start off your answer with on average. Okay, this is a very good phrase to show how fluent you are. Okay, this is a key phrase in this answer to show that you are fluent on average. And you can use this, by the way, to answer any question about time. Okay, how much time do you spend eating a week? On average, I spend about 10 hours eating a week. Okay, how much time do you spend doing exercise a week? On average, I spend 10 hours doing exercise, going to the gym. Okay, any question that involves time. Okay, this is a very good way to start your answer. Okay, so Viet Ang is next, then Ting, then Tu and Son. Viet Ang, how much time do you spend studying each week?
On average, I spend over 30 hours per week on studying. This includes time in class and doing homework and watch English movie.
Hey, great. That's a good answer, Viet Ang. Okay, very good answer. Okay, great. Ting.
On average, I spend about 35 to 40 hours per week on academic activities. This includes studying in class, finishing homework, researching, and doing some contests.
Okay, that's fine. Good answer, Ting. So next, Tu and Son, Ming Nok Bao Lang. Tu and Son, how much time do you spend studying per week?
On average, I spend about 24 hours a week, include to the study, including my extra class and my school.
Okay, including my extra classes. Okay, Tu and Son, plural. Okay, extra classes. Ming Nok, how much time do you spend studying a week?
So because in the summer, so I would say I spend 2 hours a day for studying. But this would be enough for me to go to my extra class or maybe just studying by myself for IELTS or maybe mathematics.
Okay, thank you, Ming Nok. Okay, please remember everyone start with saying on average. So Bao Lang, Kak Sung, Fung Ni, then Bao Ling. Bao Lang.
Yeah. On average, I spend approximately 40 to 45 hours per week on academic activities. This include attending classes, doing homework, and preparing the next lessons.
Great answer. Perfect English, Bao Lang. Very good. Kak Sung. How much time do you spend studying each week, Kak Sung? Ah, not there. Okay, Fung Ni.
Yes,
Fung Ni, how much time do you spend studying each week?
on average, I spend about 30 to 35 hours per week on study. I attend class every morning for 5 hours, except Sunday, and complete the assignment and going to extra class.
Okay, good. Good English. And finally, Bao Ling. How much time do you spend on your studies each week, Bao Ling?
On average, I dedicate almost 40 hours per week on academic activities. These include attending class in school and my extra class, completing my homework, and of course, the specific amount of time can vary depend on the deadlines and the preparation for the coming exam.
Okay, great answer. Very comprehensive, Bao Ling. Okay, and you used the word dedicate very well. Okay, that was perfect. Okay, everyone. So again, just to revise, all right. When any time you are asked a question where they say, how much time do you spend doing something on average? Please start your answer with on average. Makes you sound very fluent, makes you sound more confident. Okay, on average, I spend 10 hours a week at the gym. On average, I spend 10 hours a week playing basketball. Okay, on average, I spend about 20 hours a week with my friends. Okay, on average. Great, great. Okay, I prefer. Okay, well, when do you prefer to study in the mornings or afternoons? Do you like tea or coffee? I prefer. Okay, it's just another way of saying I like doing something. But again, it's a second way of saying it. That means you are not saying I like all the time. I like coffee. I like basketball. I like movies. I like K-pop. I prefer. Okay. Again, makes you sound more fluent. Makes your lexical resource sounds better. All right. And the other one we looked at, I have a particular interest in. Okay. What subjects are you studying? I have a particular interest in. Okay. It's just another way of saying I enjoy. I have a particular interest. All right. Are there any questions about any of that? Okay. For the last, time goes so fast in these lessons. I know some of you are just waking up. Some of you have told me how much you don't like studying in the morning. So I know this is a little bit hard for some of you. I was the same when I was your age, by the way. I don't know if Mrs. Howe was as well. But when you get older, you will find it much easier to do things in the morning. But I remember when I was your age, I found it hard also to do things in the morning. Just like you, I didn't like to get out of bed. All right, so what we're going to be looking at now is just a quickly again look at the process question. I will show you when I share this document with you now how to write this, and we will start writing it next week. All right, so those of you who didn't see or weren't here for last week's lesson, don't worry, this will help, okay, summarize the lesson for you. Okay, so this is the process diagram, the sort of diagram that you might get in the Ielts test. You can see this one is taken from one of the Cambridge Ielts tests. This process, in fact, there are two processes here. All right, the first process, okay, is about the life cycle of the silkworm. The second process is about the production of silk cloth. All right, so this looks a little bit complicated, especially if you haven't seen anything like it before, but it is not really. All you need to do is when you get a process task like this, is just describe the main steps in each process. So I know Ming Nok and Bao Lan, you haven't seen this before, but for example, Ming Nok,
Yes.
looking at the life cycle of the silkworm, okay, how many stages are there in the life cycle of the silkworm?
There are 5 stages.
Correct. Okay, good. Okay, see these diagrams, they are not difficult. All right, Bao Lan.
Yes.
Okay, what is the first stage of the life cycle of a silkworm? What is the first stage?
The first stage is eggs.
Correct. Okay, very simple. Eggs is the first stage, and you can follow very easily. Okay, what happens to the eggs? Okay, now looking at this diagram, who else wasn't here last week? Ting.
I'm here.
Okay, Ting, how many stages are there in the production of silk cloth?
5.
5 stages in the production of silk cloth. Very easy. Okay, choose, boil, unwind, twist, and weave. Excellent. Okay, so again, you can see this diagram looks complicated when you first see it, but all you need to do when you are answering this is describe the separate stages in your detail paragraph. Okay, as usual, with any task 1 essay, all you do for your first paragraph is do what? Ming Nok.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, for your first paragraph, for any task 1 answer, what is your first paragraph always?
It's always a paraphrase graph.
Is a paraphrase, correct. And in this case, it is a paraphrase of this. You can see here. The diagrams below show the life cycle of the silkworm and stages in the production of silk cloth. Okay, that's very simple. Just paraphrase that. Okay, Viet Ang.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, what always is your second paragraph in a writing task 1 essay?
This overview.
Is correct. It's always an overview. Okay, now this is slightly more complicated because you have a lot of things to overview. And remember, your overview is only 2 or 3 sentences. Only 2 or 3 sentences. All the detail, of course, goes into your detail paragraphs. So, Michael, Bao Ming.
Yes.
Okay, can you give me, off the top of your head, the first sentence of an overview for this, please? Starting off with the words you always start when you start an overview.
Overall,
Yeah. Overall is one way. Overall is one way. Yep.
as we can clearly see,
Yeah.
well,
What is this?
the life cycle of the silkworm
Good. Has what?
has 16 days.
Okay, has 16 days, or maybe easier, how many stages?
4 stages,
Correct. Okay, beginning with
the hold on.
what is number one?
Number 1 is laying eggs
Correct, and ending with
and ending with the cocoon breakout,
ending with what is this?
transforming into a moth.
Good. Okay, so you have the right idea. So everyone, the first sentence of your overview. Thank you, Michael. I know it was a little bit hard off the top of your head, but you have the right idea.
No,
Okay.
actually, I was just confused about the cocoon breakout.
Yeah, the cocoon. Yeah, but you have the right idea. That's what I want. Thank you, Mike. I know if you were thinking about this a little bit harder, you would get that. I know. Okay, so it can be clearly seen that the life cycle of the silkworm has, what did we say, 5 stages, beginning with the laying of eggs and ending with the moth, the fully grown moth leaving the cocoon. Okay, something like that. Okay, next sentence of your overview. Okay, so you've already done this, needs to look at this. From me.
Yes.
Okay, next sentence of the overview from me. What are you talking about? For me, what are you talking about? You're talking about
the production of silk cloth.
Good. Okay, the production of silk cloth has how many stages?
It have 5 steps.
Good. Beginning with
Begin with select and it end with sorry, I don't know how to.
Okay, so go back a little bit. Beginning with selecting what? For me, let's look at the diagram. What are they selecting?
Select the cocoon.
Good, very good. So you can see, I hope everyone, this is the cocoon, okay? This is the cocoon here, okay? Okay, so it begins with the selection of the cocoon. I don't know anything about the production of silk cloth, okay? But you can see from the diagram, obviously means they have to choose the right sort of cocoon, okay? And then ends with what? For me, ends with what?
It end with oh, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this word.
Okay, but what are you looking at?
Is you asked me what is in the end is
Yeah, yes, yes.
weave.
Yeah, you have to weave. What do you think if they are weaving something? What is this? For me, what is this called?
Thread.
This word here. Thread, yes, thread. The thread is, it looks to me like, and again, I am reading this the same as you for me, okay? But it looks to me like the thread is woven, okay? And what is this?
It's dye.
Good. The thread is woven. And what is the correct form of this word we should use? Can you tell me? The thread is, so I've changed weave to woven. Woven and what is the correct form of this word? Can you tell me?
Sorry, I have no.
Okay, I know, a little bit tricky. Can anyone tell me what the correct form of this word is? Anyone? Looking at this word dye, okay, dye, I'm sure most of you know dye is when you put the color, okay, into something. of what the correct form of this word should be? It is, I'll give you knock hard.
Yes.
I'll give you a clue. The correct form of this word is past tense.
Died.
Yes, died, okay? Woven and dyed, okay? So in your second sentence, again, we will do this next week. I know it's almost time to finish, and we will write this next week, by the way, okay? But the second sentence of your overview should be, silk cloth is produced first by selecting a cocoon, and which is then finally woven and dyed, okay, would be a second sentence of the overview. Does that make sense for me?
Yes.
Okay, does that make sense to you now? Good. Viet Ang, does this make sense to you now? Viet Ang.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, does all this make sense? I'm asking both of you because I know you both have the exam coming up soon. All right, that's why I'm asking both of you. Okay. All right, everyone. Cameras on, please. Everyone turn your cameras on so I can see you to say goodbye. Bong Ling, thank you for keeping yours on all the lesson. Okay. I can always see when you are smiling or not smiling, Bong Ling. Okay, which is great. Okay, which is good. Viet Ang also, thank you. Bao Ling, nice to see you too. And Song Fung Li. Okay, nice to see you smiling too, Fung Li. Very, very nice color shirt, by the way, Fung Li. Okay, it is dyed. What color, Fung Li? What color is your shirt dyed?
Yellow.
Yes, correct. Your shirt has been dyed yellow. Past tense. Dyed yellow. Okay, everyone. Thank you for coming to the lesson today. Great to see you as always. So next week, so our aims, I'm going to try give you aims at the beginning of each lesson. So our aims, you might remember at the start of this lesson, was to learn new vocabulary. Okay, I hope you've learned some new words from this lesson. Remember, any words you are not sure of, write them down. Okay, so that you can practice them later. Okay, the other aims were to practice speaking, which we have done, and the other aim was to look at how to do the process diagram, which we are halfway through doing. We will finish this next week. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed the lesson. It's always fun for me to see you all. Hope you all have a great week. Any of you, this is the last thing, any of you who want me to send you an essay topic, a task 2 essay topic, please email me. All right? Please email me. I won't send the essay topic out to everyone because I know some of you don't want to do this at the moment, which is fine. But if any of you want to practice a task 2 essay topic, please email me just to say, please send me a topic and I will send it to you. Okay, and you can do it during the week and I will mark it during the week. Otherwise, everyone, have a great week. Hope you get some more rest before school starts for some of you tomorrow and look forward to seeing you all next Sunday. Bye, everyone.
Ok, nhớ cho mấy đứa nhớ chịu khó viết mà gửi thầy chữa cho, nhớ chưa? Tranh thủ lợi dụng đi. Ok, goodbye.
Okay, bye-bye. Gặp lại